If whoever you are dating is not absolutely obsessed with you, talking he likes you way more than you like him, he's not the one.
You know that moment where you just have anxiety and you feel triggered because the person that you like does not understand how you're feeling, doesn't communicate with you, and makes you feel like it's one-sided? Leave them, because it's not worth it. Because the person that's supposed to be with you is not someone who doesn't know how to communicate, doesn't understand their emotions, and doesn't want to work on that. You want someone who can reassure you, someone who can look at how you're feeling and be there for you, who's emotionally available. And do not sit there thinking, okay, if I just communicate that with them, the person who's unavailable will become available. No, they won't. They're not going to change. You see them for how they are, you take them for how they are, or you walk away. And your best bet is to walk away with those people. I know why you're doing it though. Your ego is attacked and you want that person that doesn't want you to want you. So you are trying extra hard. Your energy is getting wasted. I am sorry.
If he hasn't texted you today, take a breath with me. I know you're frustrated. I know you're anxious. I know you're feeling sad. I know you're refreshing your phone constantly. I know you're going on Instagram to see if he's posted anything. I know you're posting stuff just so you can see if he views it. I know what you're doing, and I know how much it's hurting you. So breathe with me. Put the phone down. Go read a book. Go for a walk. Call a girlfriend. Stay busy. Do something else. It's okay. You're going to be okay.
Hope you guys are paying attention, because these are exactly the words that you will only hear from damaged females, from carousel riders, from Chad chasers. These are the type of women who talk like this, where they are literally gaslighting you. Okay, they are just gaslighting you and trying to tell you what they want you to do. Yet, those are never the type of guys that they date. Tell me I'm wrong, right? These chicks were all talking about how they want a guy who is emotionally available, a guy who is obsessed with them. That's what the girl said. He's got to be obsessed with you more than you're obsessed with him. That's how you know he's the one. Are you telling me you've never come across a guy like that? Are you kidding me? Most of the guys that have wanted you have been that guy, and you've never once given any of those dudes a shot. Instead, who do you give your panties to? Who do you throw them at? You throw them at the Pookies and the Tyrones of the world, who do the exact opposite of what you're saying you want. And this is why I tell you guys, these chicks are gaslighting you, right? This is something that damaged females often do. They will gaslight, and they will tell you about all the things that they wish they could just have in a guy. I just wish he would do this. I wish he would do that. I wish he would bring me flowers. My favorites are daisies. I wish he would wash my car. I wish he would just take me to this restaurant. I wish he would tell me I look good in this dress. I wish he would do all these things. And then your dumbass, back in your old simp days, before you found the 33 Secrets, you would do all those things, right? Because you were that sucker in her friend zone that she friend zoned. And you would do all those things verbatim, try to do them perfectly. You would get her little flowers, you get the perfect daisies. You would wash her car, get it detailed for her. You would take her to that restaurant that she complains the guy who's banging her never takes her to. You would pull out her chair for her. You would do all of those little things that she is constantly complaining about. Yet, does she reward you with anything? No. Does she even reward you with any type of value, attention? I mean, something, right? A kiss on the cheek, nothing. Zippo, zero, you get zero. Because that is not what she's attracted to. I've told you guys a gazillion times, never listen to what these chicks say, only watch what they do. Because what she says versus what she does will always be two different things. They will always be polar opposite, and they will always contradict each other, right? Because you quiz any one of these chicks that you hear talking about how, I just want a man who's emotionally available, who texts me back on time, who isn't constantly disappearing on me, who values me, tells me I look cute in this dress, you know, just pays attention to me, tells me he loves me. Look at the guys that they actually date, that they actually like get physically attracted to. It's definitely not those type of guys. But look at the guys that are all sitting in her friend zone right now, that she is repulsed by, would never look at them with any romantic interest whatsoever, any sexual attraction, none, zero. Look at those guys, right? They all exhibit those traits that she's saying she wants, right? They all have the same traits she's here bitching about that she wants. What's wrong with those thousands of guys in her friend zone who are exactly that guy that she is complaining about? Oh, I know. They're the guys that don't get her wet, right? The guy who gets these chicks, their panties in a bunch, and she can't stop talking about him. She can't stop thinking about him. She can't stop going on TikTok and complaining about him, are the guys who do the exact opposite. So if you want any of these damaged females to chase you to no end, do exactly what they're complaining. Do exactly the opposite of what they're complaining about. Because that is what they go for. That is what they date. That is what they pull their pants down for. That's what they're going to chase. You, as a good guy, as a good man who is willing to, give her the world and treat her like a princess and a queen and all that, that's the last thing she wants. This is why, guys, I call these chicks the DG. Because they are, right? They just cannot operate in a normal, healthy relationship. They can't do it. And if in the times they try, because I do see them try from time to time, they try to give some guy in their friend zone a shot that they might, he might have said the right thing. He might have jumped into 7 months to mastery for a couple of months, learned a little bit of game, got this girl out with him, made her his girlfriend. But very quickly, she got bored with him because he's not exhibiting the traits of the bad boy, right? Very quickly, he just became too predictable, and she just started to yawn, and the relationship got boring, and she was just off to looking for the next excitement, right? The next dopamine hit, which is generally only delivered from either a real man or a bad boy. So these chicks just cannot function, right? They can't function in just a normal freaking everyday relationship. They can't. They need that drama. They need that chaos. They need just constant mental stimulation. Otherwise, they get bored. This is why these chicks can never hang on to a man. This is why they're just terrible girlfriend material, terrible LTR material, and definitely terrible marriage material. Right? Never wife these chicks up. They are a nightmare. Right? Your life will be full of distractions, and you'll never be at peace. You'll always just be getting up in the middle of the night, dealing with her chaos and wondering where she disappeared to today. She's not picking up her phone. She's password protected everything. She's privatized all her social media so you can't see it. She hides her DMs. This is the constant, just mind-numbing masochism you're going to have to deal with whenever you date a damaged chick. And these chicks that I feature at night, this is why I do this from time to time. I feature these damaged chicks, and I kind of do it humorously, where I say do this and these chicks will chase you forever. It's true. It's true. Just do the exact opposite. That chick will chase you to no end. But the second you do what she's complaining about, she's done. She's over it. She's bored. Hey, that's why these chicks are damaged. Because you can't be good to them. You can't be a nice guy to them, right? It happened to me. My ex from 2006. What happened there? I wasn't a dick to her. I never even once called that chick a bitch. She was the only girlfriend I had where we argued, and I suppressed myself. I didn't call her a biatch when I should have. I never held her accountable, because at that point, there was this very brief period in time where I was I kind of bought into the Matrix, and I was oh, okay, maybe I've been a dick too long, and maybe I need to be nicer to her, and I'm gonna be different to her, and I'm gonna be special and all this stuff that she was complaining about. And I did exactly that. And because she was a damaged female raised by a single mom, and she was an only child, had only child syndrome, selfish to the core, didn't value herself to know, or to be able to recognize when she was being treated well. She didn't, right? So what happened, right? She pummeled me and tried to destroy me. For what? For being nice to her? I was probably the only guy she ever dated that never called her a bitch. She deserved way more than that, right? I think later on, when she tried to come back, I called her a cunt, and that was well deserved. I think I called her a cunt a couple of times. I said, no, you're a cunt. Oh my God, you never even called me a bitch. Well, I should have, bitch. You know, so I let her have it by that. And then she totally couldn't get enough of me. She was like dying to get me back. She was, I mean, it was serious. It was getting sad at one point. She was getting very desperate to get me back and stalked me online for 3 years, and very sad because I would not validate her anymore, right? And I was calling her all the names. I was telling her how horrible she was. What a, you know, like, what a rotten person you are. I held her accountable. Oh yeah, she liked that. Right, but once you go the route of these simps out there and these betas, we've all been guilty of it. You know, especially these type of women, guys, these damaged type of women, they're never going to be able to appreciate you, right? They're never going to value that. You know what they value? They value guys who, you know, put them on an emotional roller coaster. They value guys who, you know, cause them to lose sleep at night. They value guys who make them want to like jump off a bridge. You know, they value those type of guys because they give them that constant mental rush, right? That of excitement. But that's why they're damaged, right? Because most relationships are not that exciting. Sorry to break it to you, ladies. Most relationships are really not that exciting. Most relationships are pretty mundane. You know, you end up going to the same restaurants. After a while, you just do the same things. You even start to look like each other. Like even me and my girl, like we've got like a 3-decade difference in our age and grew up at different times and very different, you know, just in many ways, but we're starting to look like each other, which is funny, right? You just start to look like each other after a while, right? You as a couple, you just start to look like each other. But I mean, most relationships are not a constant roller coaster of emotions, not, you know, and nor should they be, because we're adults. We have things to do, right? I have a business to run these days. I don't have time to, you know, be the dancing monkey boy for damaged women, to be their entertainment, right? I just don't have the time for that, and I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to exert any energy towards that. But a lot of these damaged chicks are just emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual vampires, right? They're just gonna suck you of everything. Suck you of energy, suck you of money, suck you of time, you name it. Ain't worth it. But for whatever reason, if you're chasing these DGs out there, yeah, that's how you get them to chase you forever. Just never validate them and do the exact opposite of what they're looking for. However, take caution, because the second you do exactly what they're looking for, what they're complaining about on their TikToks, the second you do those things, you're out, buster, right? Off to the friend zone you go, if that, right? You are dog meat to her. You are nothing. You are a cockroach. You're nothing. No offense, cockroaches, right? But you're below that. Okay, so don't do it. Don't do it. As always, gentlemen, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Anything you would like to add, anything you would like to share, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. Always love to see you guys, my comments. Always love to read your comments, so please feel free to drop your comments below. I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets, signing out here from my garage with the DeLorean. And don't forget to smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton when you subscribe, so please make sure you're subscribed to my channel as well, so it helps with the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I am teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, same exact type of women that myself and my students all over the world are out there cold approaching every single day. And I kid you not, every single day we're making things happen, and I want you to join us. I want you to become one of us. And right now, it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me. It's just $1. It's really easy to sign up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you could get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.